podcast.
Yeah.
And we're here on another episode, but the very first episode of many, trust me, with the video footage rolling. It's kind of the thing to do.
Yeah. There are a bunch of podcasters in our world that we like to deer hunt a little bit, and they do the same thing. They do a lot of videoing and post it and stuff like that, attach it to Spotify and whatnot. So.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. I mean, it's the thing to do. The podcast that I'm leaning that we're headed to, which we're going to get there. We got some big announcements in this episode. Big announcements. Yeah.
Oh my.
But what the podcast world wants, what the algorithms want, is one episode every week for an hour that's videoed. So that's where everything's headed. You listen to Talk Dirt to Me with Logan and Bobby Lee. That one's coming out tomorrow morning. I know that because they release an episode every Friday morning.
Adam's a frequent flyer
on there, man. I know they're going to be talking about China and Trump on that deal. They talked about.
Do they do that on like Thursday night and then post it next morning, or what do they
try?
do?
I mean, sometimes it's Wednesdays, sometimes it's whatever, but
you listen to it a lot more than I do. But I'm on the deer hunting world of things. I'm up to date on that one.
Yeah, but no, today is October 30th. Finally getting some rain here in Ohio.
Yeah,
some rain that's actually measurable. Like, I haven't really looked at a gauge since this morning, but I would say that we got at least a half inch, maybe approaching 6-7 tenths.
Yeah.
So, that
for our neck of the world, since basically, I don't know, middle of August.
Yeah,
it's
been
probably
a while.
The first good measurable rain that we've had.
Yeah, which it's been great. I mean, guys are. This harvest has been another one where we're getting spoiled. Like, we did not have a single delay.
Yeah.
I mean, guys could just cruise through beans, cruise through corn. I mean, guys farming a handful of thousands of acres are pretty well wrapped up. And, no mud on the tires.
Right.
So a lot of guys were kind of waiting for tillage because it was just so hard. But now with this rain, those stalks will get that rain on them. We'll get that moisture inside of them and broke down.
Soften them up a little bit.
So, tillage. I expect tillage to be on the uphill again this week. We went through a little bit of a lull here where a lot of guys were waiting on moisture. It was just so hard, so dry that guys knew that the tools wouldn't perform to their top tier performance no matter what.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to wait. But so next week should be a good one for demos with this rain here that we're getting today. But it's just hard to believe that here we are, end of October. Harvest is pretty well wrapped up. I mean, there's some out there yet that needs done, but no one's going to struggle this year to get their crops out of the field, and that's phenomenal.
Yeah. There are a couple of fields of corn out there yet. We were up in Erie here last weekend. Yeah. And there's still some first crop beans up there yet, but they've been getting a lot more lake effect rain than what. We're a little far south for that.
That was few and far between, and some of them guys must have been on the inside trading side of the whole Trump-China deal. Because if I could have done it over, I'd still have beans standing too that were unsold.
Even if they were at 5% moisture.
I did not sell my beans at 1040 out of the field. So that's all right. But I did, however, I sit here and see, I always forward market based on this theory. If you're complaining about a price today at harvest, can you guarantee that you won't be complaining at the same price next year?
Yep.
If you can, lock it in.
Yeah.
So could I sell at 1040 this year out of the field? No. Will I next year? Yep. I sold beans for 1040 this week out of the field next year.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that this is no market advice. That's just how I do it. Like, I sold beans or corn for $4.35. Well, did I sell it for $4.35 this year? No. that's an improvement. So just slide a little bit in there all the time.
As you know what your payment is, so that's all that matters. As long as you're able to get that done,
right? But my crops are never going to cover that.
Well, I know, but it still helps at the end of the day. If you're happy with that, that's all that matters. And
yeah, I just try to always, never. I don't sell a ton at a time.
Right.
I just sell little chips, and that way, at the end of the day, hopefully my average is fairly collective.
Yeah.
I might sell some really high, I might sell some really low. Boom, I'm in the middle. But yeah, I saw an opportunity like that, and I thought, that might as well take it, because I would have paid to get my corn at, a check for $4.35
100%.
So I did sell some. Haven't sold any wheat yet. But this rain will help that wheat get up.
Wow.
Wheat's hovering around $5 right now.
Yeah.
But that's field day stuff. Speaking of field day stuff, we are having our fall field day November 12th. That is a week from this Wednesday. And I think with this weather and how guys are progressing with harvest, that is going to be a phenomenal field day. We're going to do it a little bit different than we've done any other field day, and that is that we're going to do it all in corn stalks. And the whole kind of theory and the whole idea behind this field day is going to be how to manage the stalk residue. I mean, that's the conversation that we're having with guys, is, okay, my yields were decent, these hybrids are crazy, I still have green leaves, I got juice coming out of the stalk, and somehow in about 5 months I have to no-till or minimum till soybeans into here and try to raise 70 bushel beans.
Right. In late April, how am I going to get those things planted?
They say I need to plant my beans early, but I've got 11 inches of residue laying here. It's not going to dry out underneath that.
Right.
I don't want to make 5 passes. I've got an old disc and I've got a cultivator, but neither one works really great in corn stalks anymore.
Yeah.
That right there is the story of it all that we've been talking about this fall.
Crazy.
I mean, they'll say, Adam, give me a tool that I can either one pass on corn or do a pass in the fall, pass in the spring, and successfully plant beans.
Yep.
And that's how we've been assisting guys this fall, is managing this corn residue that we have.
And it starts with a corn head.
It does start with the corn head, and that is the most overlooked and underrated residue management tool on the farm by far.
100%.
If you're out there listening today and you don't have a Yetter Devastator, and I don't care if you think I'm just trying to sell you something, call me and I'll give you phone numbers of 10 farmers, or call your neighbors. I bet they got them.
Yep.
And ask them what they like about them. That is step one. That is the easiest and least expensive and the highest ROI
100%.
Residue management tool that your money can buy today.
100%.
Step number 2, get a Calmer corn head or something similar stalk roll kit on your combine.
Yep.
That's going to take care of the top third of the stalk. The Devastator takes care of the bottom quarter. And then now we can start talking successful tillage.
Yep.
Because if you've got ropes of 10-foot stalks laying out there that are unbroken and uncrushed, our tillage tools, I don't care if it's the best one or whose it is, it's not going to work.
No.
It will not work if you don't have the corn head in line to be able to do that.
You're just asking a lot out of that tillage tool. I mean, there's only so much it can do.
Right.
You get into a situation where you've got, 10 inches of fluff on top, and you want me to bury that in less than 6 inches of topsoil? And good luck.
Well, it's not only that, it's just the ropey stalks, that don't get chopped up. And a tillage tool works really well, but it can't fix everything. So we need to start at the corn head and make sure that box is checked before we can move on to the tillage tool world. As bad as I want to get you into a Salford tillage tool too, but let's stop at the corn head and circle that first.
Right.
That will make everything else downstream work so much better. But enough of that tangent. Our field day is going to focus on managing residue. Another quick tidbit about the field day is I'm catching wind. I gave Lydia and Cammie a few little pointers on, I mean, they had the idea too, but we said, man, wouldn't it be cool to have like a warm, cozy meal for that field day?
Yep.
And I was like, that's exactly what I'm thinking, like vegetable soup. We're going to have,
instead of pizza or
we're going to
something like
have
that.
warm, home cooked vegetable soup.
Yep.
At our field day, November 12th.
Yep.
So I don't care if you want to see stuff in corn stalks or not, but stop over at the field day, come back here to the shop, and enjoy some warm vegetable soup. And you will not regret taking the time out of your day to come over.
You definitely won't be disappointed. It'll be good.
No, it'll be good. It'll be good. We try to find ways to make our field days well worth your time.
Well, I'm definitely going to sample it. I don't want anybody to get sick, so I'll sample it before and make sure. So it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We'll definitely have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of a broad view. Let's talk real quick about what's been selling and why. Stuff's been moving. Yeah,
I mean, I would say just tillage in general has been moving very, very well.
It's just that time of year.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, time of year, guys are at the end of, creeping towards the end of harvest. They know what they've got. They know what they've got in the bin. The demos, with considering how dry we are, have been very good.
Yeah.
The tools have been performing well, not to their full potential, but at least getting a guy a good idea of what he's got.
Yeah.
But been doing quite a few rentals here as of late, so that's been pretty big. I actually did a demo this week on a strip till bar and ended up selling it here today. So that was
for tomatoes.
Yeah. So what he's doing is he's doing 20-inch row tomatoes.
But
so he's got basically 20-inch rows in the center, and then on the outsides he's got 20-inch rows. So he's got his tram lines, so that way whenever he pulls the harvester through there, he can pick them easily. But yeah, he's basically building beds for his tomatoes to plant into. And if you see the video that Adam posted on YouTube of me being out there and looking at that strip, highly recommend it. I mean, that thing looked like a rototiller went through there. It was very luscious.
Yeah, so to date we've done strip tilling for corn, soybeans, vegetable growers, pumpkin growers, tomato growers. So a lot of cool stuff happening in the strip till world. I mean, guys are just really seeing what that seed bed preparation can do, what that fracturing down low can do, especially for those specialty crops. It's a big deal.
100%.
So all that stuff's been highly sought after. VRT demos have been strong, being that most versatile tool on the market. The HSD tool, that high-speed disc.
5200.
The 5200 has been common. A lot of that stuff. Again, people are really taking the time this fall, being that this weather stretched out, to focus and say, okay, I'm trying to look through my lens and fast forward to April 15th. What do I need my field to look like? And what do I need to do today in order to get there?
Yeah. What was my Achilles heel last spring, and what can I do different to help me succeed here in the spring?
Yeah.
Help me get out there sooner.
If I planted my beans May 15th, what kept me, other than, of course, a little bit of rain, but what kept me from hitting that window April 20th?
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be those April windows, and obviously you're not going to get all your acres planted in that little stretch, but go tackle 100 acres, go tackle 200. It's going to be your best beans.
Yeah.
No doubt. And so what can you do to get in there?
Well, if he's anything like you and only got 20 acres, heck, one day is nothing.
Oh, well, yeah. And if you plant it 3 times,
and if you got spectacular help,
right?
Yeah.
Like
me,
right?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
So
that's why the rows look like this all the time.
That wasn't I had no part of planting anything this year.
Yeah.
That was all you.
Yeah.
You get more in the row that way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Harvested my corn. Well, part of it anyway.
Yeah.
We dove in there early and cut where the field day is going to be.
Yep.
We left the Devastator down for a portion of it and raised it for another section so that we could show the differences. But it was a little bit wet as far as moisture-wise. You know, we were harvesting 19.5 corn, which wasn't bad for early October, but the leaves were still green. But that stuff did good.
Yeah,
that was my first ever corn crop.
Yeah.
I liked it. I was intimidated by corn, to be honest with you.
It was fun. That was the first time I ever ran the combine this year.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But yeah, it's crazy. Didn't realize you had to dump that many times.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
cheese and Pete's.
I used to focus on soybeans in the fall, and you know, you'd do 60 bushels an acre.
It's a lot easier.
It is a lot less trips. Yeah. Heck, with corn, you can barely make it to the end of the field.
Yeah.
And takes a little bit longer. But that's good. That's a good problem. I did fungicide on it. Put plenty of 28 on with the planter, put plenty at side dress, and you know, I don't know, we'll end up over 200 bushel on that farm. So
yeah,
can't complain too much about that anyways.
Out there making some ruckus.
Yeah. Nathan's getting in that 2231.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's going to let it dry off and tag into that thing tomorrow.
Nice.
So
nice.
We got the shop guys out on a cover crop seeder installation, potentially the last one of the fall season. That customer called last week sometime, wanted one on his McFarland, and of course timing was kind of a thing, like hey, how soon can you get on it? So we can get on it pretty quick. And Brent turned it around and they're down there installing today.
Yeah.
And so he'll be out there slinging cover crops in no time. So that's kind of our gig.
Been selling some cornhead cedars.
I talked to what's the guy's name in Minnesota that you sold one to recently?
Mike Anthony.
Yeah, I talked to his neighbor today.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he said Mike's really happy with it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep, his neighbor thinks he may have found a used Valmar that he might dismount on the combine.
Sure.
But he wanted to do that. I have to quote him an electric meter kit or electric motor kit.
Yeah.
Like what we use. So, yeah, he said Mike really liked it.
Good.
So.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. We did that. We just been, the last 2 weeks have been really good for us between doing demos and rentals and stuff like that.
Used equipment's been steady. I mean, sending a used Salford to Missouri, sending another used Salford 4200 to Iowa.
Yep.
So, so yeah, a lot of stuff turning and burning. I mean, I feel like, you know, we always talk about how we can stretch out and how we can stay busy, and a lot of what we do is marketing. Yeah. And we are, if we aren't already, we will be soon, a marketing company that sells farm equipment. Yeah. Not a farm equipment company that does some marketing. We're going to do the other way around. Yep. Because, you know, if you think about it, we've got the shop, we've got the employees, we've got the knowledge, the service. We're teamed up with the best vendors in the nation. We've got everything in our corner. The missing link, or the links, is how do we reach more farmers? Right. How do we duplicate that VRT demo that was successful, or that strip till demo? Yep. You know that those guys in Pandora, Ohio are not the only tomato growers in the world. Absolutely. So how do we take that and multiply that? And we're going to do that with marketing. Right. And that kind of is our big announcement. If you've heard on recent podcasts, I've alluded to wanting to find that videographer or that person that would follow us around and videotape what we do, document the wild things that we get ourselves into, whether it's getting the semi stuck somewhere, or maybe dad getting pulled over for speeding.
Yeah.
Or
well, he kind of had one this last week. He had a heck of a time getting that 2200 off of that.
Right.
Off of that.
There's just this morning we tried to load a tillage tool and the tractor wouldn't move. All these things.
The stuff that you can't simply make up.
Right. And so we have hired a full-time marketing guy that is going to completely change our marketing. He is not only very good with creating content, making videos, he's great at editing. He is going to step up our podcasting game. That's why we're videoing this one right now. I wanted to kind of take our first shot at videoing podcasts.
The prelude into the...
Down the road, we're going to have the cameras that they're linked to the mic.
Yeah.
And when you talk, your camera turns on. When I talk, mine turns on. But for now, this is going to have to suffice. But he is going to be making really cool videos, like a Meet the Team video where we introduce everyone in the Fennec Equipment team and talk about our family and our background and what we do, and just get to know us as a team. I think we have enough quality and awesome employees to where everyone needs to know about it. I have so many goals and ideas for this guy that I think will. His name's Jesse. He's going to start here in a little over a week. He'll start right before our field day.
Yep.
So he'll be at our field day. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I've been kind of managing the content creation and have gotten us to a certain point, but I think to get us to the next level, we need a dedicated guy.
100%. We've been talking about this for the last year and a half to do it. And not only, I think, is it going to take a lot off of your back as far as what you do throughout the day, but it's also going to help us market us as a team 10 times better.
For sure. I mean, he'll be able to more professionally edit. He'll be able to capture more content because a lot of times I can't capture content because I might be the one doing the actual job.
Right.
If I'm out doing a demo, priority number one is getting that tool running to the customer's liking.
Yep.
Priority number 5 is getting it on video.
It's step 57 on the list.
So that's going to be a big shot in the arm, in my opinion. We've danced around the idea, well, do we hire more sales guys? Well, sales guys are tough. I mean, you have to duplicate energy. You have to duplicate drive and just sheer want to. And that stuff cannot be duplicated.
No.
But with this guy, it is going to be, in a sense, duplicating sales guys because he is going to take what we're doing and reach and hit more people. And so that's our goal. So I'm super excited to get Jesse on board. Yep. We tiptoed around the idea for a while. We interviewed some people, and Jesse's got what it takes to take us to the next level. So that's an exciting announcement that we have today. We are now officially a marketing company that sells farm equipment. Yeah. So I hope to be very good at both.
That's always the end goal, right?
That'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a little story to tell.
Okay.
So last week I went down to the Deutz facility in Georgia.
Yep.
First time I have ever been there. I went down there for a sales meeting. Sales training.
Sure.
In a way. Very, very great guys down there. I would highly recommend you yourself and anybody that would ever want to go down there and take a tour of that place. It's pretty cool. It's basically a big warehouse with a bunch of tractors in it, like you would think. So they get shipped over from the pond and come off of cargo trailer or cargo barges and stuff like that, and they come in on semis out of the port and come right into the back, and they go through and test all the 6 cylinders and all that stuff, and yeah, it's neat. Just a warehouse full of tractors. So they've actually got a bunch of vineyard tractors there right now. So like that little tractor that we've got out there. So they've got probably 100 of those things inside this warehouse.
Oh, wow.
So basically what happened is that the vineyard market out in California crashed here about 2 years ago, and that market hasn't came back yet, but he said they would sell probably at least 100 tractors of those a year, if not more than that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, they do. It's pretty cool. They had one that had like a full like rollover cage over it and stuff like that. It was pretty neat. But got to see a 9340. So that's the biggest tractor that Deutz makes.
Okay.
So that thing it's double the size of our 7250.
Wow.
Yeah.
Singles?
Yeah.
It's got single tires.
Yeah.
On it. Wow.
Yeah. It's a hog.
Wow.
But just it was a cool experience. Got to meet the president of PFG America. So that's who we actually deal with, is PFG America. So PFG basically is a marketing company for Deutz Fahr in the United States, and basically Deutz Fahr is the only line that they carry in the United States. Is PFG America. So that's who we deal with. The guy that's the president there is from New Zealand, so he talks a little goofy, kind of like this. But no, that was very cool. And then obviously our territory rep Josh Wells was there, and then his boss, cannot think of his name, but it was a good time. It was a good experience. Just on the north side of Atlanta, went through Cornelia. I didn't have a chance to stop at BBI, but that's on my list to get to as well. But
you must have been a little further east of Atlanta, not?
Yeah, so I was basically north and east of Atlanta. Buford is where I was at.
Yeah, I was going to say Cornelia is over there to the east.
Well, on my way down, there was so much traffic on 75, it basically took me off of I think it's 40 that cuts across there. I believe it's 40. I'm not 100% sure on that. But that's where they had all of those washouts where the highway washed away here this spring in North Carolina. So I actually went through North Carolina and cut down.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was cool. Well, I mean, it wasn't cool, but I sat in traffic there too. But yeah, they were redoing the highway and everything there. So that was a good little jaunt for me here this last week. So it was a good, fun experience for sure.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Well, we can't get through a podcast without talking a little bit about hunting. Yeah. And it's prime time. And I would imagine as soon as this podcast is over, Cody's heading to the tree stand.
Yeah, I'm looking at my watch. Well, my phone.
Being October 30th, if you're a listener and know anything about deer hunting, it is prime time. October 25th through November 20th is like what hunters dream of for deer season. Yeah. And it is upon us. We hunted last night, the both of us. We saw a handful of bucks running around. We didn't hunt this morning, but we drove by the spot right there at the field day, and there were a couple bucks out in the field. And so the action is strong right now.
Yep, and they're a little love drunk right now.
It's going to be good for the next week to 10 days. So
you had a great analogy the other day, and I can't think of what it was.
Yeah, I mean it's 10 o'clock on prom night. Yeah, and the bucks are starting to feel good, and yeah, it's that time of year, and so here pretty soon it'll be real good. So yeah, on the deer hunting front, it is action on, time to roll
for sure. So we're terrible coyote hunters right now. We haven't been coyote hunting in a long time.
No.
But
that's all right.
We were fishermen last weekend, so that was fun.
We did. Yeah, we slammed the walleye up on Lake Erie. Caught 36 walleye up on Lake Erie. I took my two oldest boys. We went camping up there. Went out on a charter. just slammed them. I mean, brought home a pile of walleye meat.
Yeah,
and it took a while. It was a long day. I mean, we left the dock at 7:30, probably threw the first rod in at maybe a little before 8:30.
Yeah,
and we fished until 12:30 probably. I bet it was. And
what were we? Probably 5 to 7 miles out off the coast.
Yeah, nothing crazy, but you know, they had that wind that came in from the southwest and blew all the water up northeast, and that water was coming back, and then the wind was coming from the west, and so we had some good sized waves, and for really no reason. I couldn't figure out why. We'd be going, and then boom, it'd be real wavy, and then it wasn't. Well, that was that water coming back.
Yep.
And finally, at about noon or 11:30, right whenever we were getting ready to leave, the sun came out, and it calmed down, and it was beautiful out there. I could have spent the entire rest of the day out there.
We from the boat, we were actually able to see the city of Cleveland.
Yeah. We could see Cedar Point. We could see Cleveland. Marblehead Lighthouse. The biggest fish we caught was, we didn't officially tape it, but 24, 25 inch walleye. 28 is a Fish Ohio fish.
Yeah.
So we weren't too far off.
That thing was like,
that thing was so big
8,
around.
10 inches around.
That thing was huge.
Thing was a hog.
Yeah. That would have been fun to crank on that one for a little bit. They get that big, man. They're just logs out there.
Yeah.
But
boy, I tell you what, the boys complain at all about their arms being tired the next day?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Heck, at that age, they don't even get sore.
This is true.
What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. They had so much fun.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Yep, they can't wait to go back, that's for sure.
Oh, I can only imagine.
But all right, well, I think that's all we've got for this week. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Our next episode will be more consistent, and we will get it on video with Jesse. So we'll probably do a podcast with Jesse here soon, I would imagine. So we hope to see everyone at the field day November 12th. And thanks for tuning in to the action that we've been seeing.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yep. Thanks, guys.